Hello everyone, welcome back to Beer versus Beer. Today we have a Christmas special for you. We've got two Belgian brewers, and yeah, so let's get right into it. First we've got, and I have no idea how to pronounce the name of this brewery, Huyghe, I'm not sure, but it's, the Delirium brewery, the one that makes all the different Delirium tremens and Nocturnum, that sort of stuff, which I love, the Nocturnum. We've got their Delirium Noel coming in at 10% in this huge, I think it's 1.9.4 fluid ounces, so 10% on that, and then 9.8%, I believe, on the St. Bernardus Christmas Ale. This came in a 4-pack of cans. They do have bottles that are similar to this in size, but it was weird. So they had smaller bottles of this in 4-packs, but per ounce it was more expensive than buying the big bottle, but it was less expensive per ounce to buy the 4-pack cans of this than the big bottle. So I know I'd prefer to have both big bottles, but you got to be somewhat budget friendly here. So anyway, I did pass up a deal at my local bottle shop. This was very difficult. They had a gift package of this, 2 bottles of this, with a Delirium Noel glass for basically the same price as if you just bought 2 bottles. So it's like buying 2 bottles and you get the glass for free kind of thing. It was so tempting, but I never had this before, and there's a lot of other calculations that go into what I can and can't get or do and don't get. And so I passed on it. But anyway, we'll see. Now, you might be wondering, why didn't I pour these on camera? Well, shout out to the Swedish beer guy. He posted recently a short that said, oops, and it was him opening his bottle of this, and it just spraying everywhere and getting all over the place. So I knew that was a possibility because it is corked. Got the cork right here. And it has one of these caps on it, the elephant with a Santa hat, that keeps the cork in place, sort of like a champagne bottle, right? And then you have to pop the cork off. Now, I was able to control the cork, but immediately it started spilling over. And so I luckily, because I had seen his mistake, I did it over my kitchen sink, and that was able to prevent utter disaster. Anyway, one thing you can note right off the bat, the Delirium is lighter in color. It's got more of a really dark orange mixed with brown look, whereas the St. Bernardus is a little bit more like, I don't know, is that chestnut brown? It's a darker, I don't know browns. It's a darker brown. Okay, I'm going to turn this one over now to where you can see the St. Bernardus Latu. There's the glasses I'm using. You will be able to see me pour as proof, if you notice the liquid doesn't change, of them actually being what I said they are. I wanted to get this open first. All right, so let's go right into the scent. Very familiar Belgian ale smell. Oh, now I've had a couple of these cans. I picked up like some almost minty smell in that. I will admit I've been stopped up a little bit lately. So this is reminding me more of just a regular Belgian ale, like either a triple or a quad. I know those are different, but sometimes there's a little bit of overlap in smell. There's that, I don't even. I wish I knew what that note, because I smell that note so often, but I have no idea how to describe it. Yeah, I'm getting some like minty notes in my nose. Like it's almost like I'm smelling a mint gum or something. It's not the only note. It's just there. Like because I can feel it, like the sensation in my nose. Other than that, it seems to be, this is a, I think the Delirium's a little bit, almost like the more nail polishy effect. Whereas this is a little bit more minty. I don't know. Anyway, they're both good. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Belgian, dark, strong sort of vibes. I would love to compare this with, I believe it's Delirium Nocturnum is the one that I really like, although it is very intense. This, I think, from memory, this isn't quite as intense. So it might be a little bit more, less fatiguing. Let's jump into the St. Bernardus. Okay. Right away, I'm going to say, and this is not what I remember. It's so weird how you can try something, and when you go to do a comparison, it just completely changes your experience. This one is giving me Christmas spices, like notes. Like, if you just handed me a glass of this without telling me what it was, it's definitely more Christmassy. And I'm not sure exactly how to explain that, because I'm not good with spices, to be honest. I'm not a cook. But it's reminding me a little bit of like an eggnog notes. Of course, not the dairy aspect, but sort of the spices aspect. I don't know what that would be, nutmeg or something. Did I give a description? I'd be curious. I don't know. Yeah, definitely more obviously a Christmas ale to me. It just has that Christmas time sensations and notes. Yeah, they've got that typical Belgian, just multi-layered, like so many different flavors clawing for your attention. It's very complex, both of them. Okay. Yeah. I wish my memory was a little bit better, because I'm trying to decide if this is closer to the Delirium Tremens or the Nocturnum. I would guess the Nocturnum, just based on the look, but I'm not sure, because I am having more of a I'm getting a little bit of a triple vibe. Yeah, this is an interesting one, guys. All right. Okay. right, gentlemen. Now this one. All right, I think I've got an answer. Yeah, so I'm going to have to say that for a Christmas ale, the Christmas ale wins. So that's the St. Bernardus, I think is, to me, more enjoyable than Delirium Noel. But I could see why some people would like Delirium Noel better. So if you get an opportunity, do try both. If you like Belgian styles, if you don't like Belgian styles, I would say don't even bother. Because they are both complex. They've got a lot of going on. And I could see some people thinking it's just too much for them. It's just not as refreshing. So this is much more of a sipper. You're wanting very complex flavor and slow enjoyment. It's not. They're not sessionable, although the St. Bernardus would be more sessionable. So, but yeah, it's just the Delirium one. It's a little bit more. If sharp's the right word, but maybe that the nail polishy quality sort of is stronger. So it's just a little bit more. It's not fair to say it's offensive, but it's the only word that's coming to mind. Because it is tasty. So no, it's not like drinking nail polish, but it's sort of like that smell, how it hits you. So similar, whoa, like wakes you up a little bit, like strikes you. A little bit more of that quality in it, which is just not quite my favorite experience. And I think the St. Bernardus also wins it just because it just seems more obviously Christmassy, like Christmas spices. So anyway, there you have it. That's my answer on this episode of Beer versus Beer. I hope you enjoyed it, and take care. We'll see you next time.